Hi, my name is Nimraj, son of Nagaraju. So today I would like to present my PSM2 presentation, which is Smart Barber application, which is called as SBA. So my supervisor is Dr. Shai Padmavi ibn Abdul Rahman. So today I would like to discuss about the introduction, problem background of this project, proposed solution, objective and scope, literature review, methodology, design, and conclusion. So first of all, the introduction of this project. So nowadays, there's a rapid need of automation to reduce human effort and increase the work efficiency, as everyone knows as the importance of booming technology in areas. As early method of barbershop management application are time consuming and incompetent, so most probably these are neglected. In this application, user can take an appointment at the barber shop and also give feedback just sitting at home. In this application, there is a three major modules, which is admin, barber shop, and user. So before I would like to go for my proposed solution. So what are the problem background in this project? So the main is the most of the barbershop using manual system by walking direct to the shop. So this makes user keep waiting until their turn to get service. User might get disappointed with certain services they get. Other than this, some barbershop the price is expensive. The facilities in barbershop are not good, such as the things they use during haircuts. The exterior and interior of shop are not good. So customer really find it hard to do manual booking since really wasting their time. Some new customers do search for barbershop, they find it hard in new place. So this made to customers harder to reach to the barbershop now. So new people or customer feel that they find it hard to pick up which barbershop to get suitable for them. Even if they got to know the barbershop, they are afraid that the quality of service might not satisfy for them. So I have did the survey for the customer. They have stated in my report, which I have been facing all the problems, and I have stated above in my report. So this is clearly shows the dissatisfaction and this list me to create this smart barber application. So proposed solution. So I have developed a centralized smart barber application, which is called SBA for users and barbershop. Second, my proposed solution is it will be help user to make an appointment or making a booking on the availability of service from the barbershops. Third, which is however for barbershop is a platform where barbershop use this application in online to store barbershop professional in a brand new technology to do business. So as you all know, this most exciting experience it will be make easy for user to choose the best barbershop by just looking at the rating review given to the shop and also the quality of service which customer given previously. The objective of this development is to review the existing study on the manual barbershop and dissatisfaction of user and client. So which I made earlier in during the survey form, and I stated in my report what are the dissatisfaction and by using the manual and I did not get the proper service from the barbershops. So second, to develop and make sure to choose barbershop and according to the nearest location and make booking on the availability of service and can view the service offered in the barbershop. So user through this application can find nearest barbershop which is shown and developed in these applications. And third, to test and evaluate the developed smart barber application for customer certification. So at the end of this presentation, I've shown the user testing which I have made this development. So the scope of this project is to create a centralized application for barbershop and user to view service and easy to make decision. I see now most of the barbershop they are only having the website for make an appointment. Some of the barbershop is still using the manual by just inform to the or direct walking to the shop to get the service. So this is where not efficiency or keep waiting the users. The second scope, which is the smart barber application, will be used for barbershop and used to facilitate appointment handling. So through this appointment handling, it will be manage users free time to get the shop at right time. So barber shop and barber shop will get the barber shop will get the right uh, user to give their best service to the users. So this Android application will focus the development on users who want to get their haircut from the nearest location with a good service. Next, the aim of project is to develop a smart barber application. Is a free barber appointment app and it allows to explore near barbershop with availability of service. So which means user can find to barbershop according to the from their housing area and nearest location from where they are located. So it will be easy to find the barbershop according to the ratings and review and the feedback of the previous customer on the applications. So next, which I'm going to talk about the technology which I use to develop this application. So first, I have to get this application, I used the MySQL database. So this database was hosted in online through the hosted provider. All the data inside the system can only be updated and retrieved where there is an internet connection connected to the both component and user mobile phone application. So MySQL is an open source relation database management system based on the domain specific language domain language SQL. So if you see the picture of the right side, which I have, so there is a table which means admin app user booking, barbershop booking images, which are all the table which are created in the database. Once the user register, it will store in this database. The table which show the detail of the users which they are registered for the user's account. So the below pictures which are showing the which I have connected to the hosted server to function this database on the to my development code. So second, the language I use for this development, which is Java language. So this programming language has been used to as a code to create a successful application which can distribute among servers and client in network. So Java have to store data and restore easily. So this Java also resources to use compiler because this language as compiler, interpreter, and runtime environment. So based on this Java compiler, and which I have run in Android Studio, it will be easily identify where the errors or any errors occurred. So it will show the by the showing the error detection, and then I able to uh, recorrect my coding part. So the other than that, I am using Android Studio. So this Android Studio is more secure and compatible because it's published by Google. It also support a few programming language such as Java, C++ to run the Android Studio. So this Android Studio is developed to create high quality apps in all Android devices. So in through this Android Studio, when I'm doing my backend code to develop the project, I always see the preview of the code. So it will be easy to know where I need to add the function, where I need to put the proper interface designs. So is it working properly or not? So all this I've checking from the Android Studio. So it will be make easy for me to correct myself during this develop these applications. So I have choose the agile methodology. So in this project development, I have choose the agile methodology and design. So agile methodology is approach is the most suitable for the technology evolution and business sector requirement through the developing effective approaches to reach the successful outcome of product. So therefore, so agile path is suited for mobile application and emphasize of each of the phase are more impact compared to other methodologies. So other than that, agile development is not complex approach that was proposed to overcome the conventional development methods constraint and to reduce the overhead and the cost of while producing flexibility to adapt the changes in the requirement of at any stages. So the first phase of this project requirement were mostly collecting of information about the application developed. So I had to collect user requirements such as a Google Form survey to know the importance of the smart Bow application and benefits. So the second phase of this project is design. So design phase is software and user interface will focus on this phase. And the third phase is development and coding. At this phase, the development and coding were the longest phase in the whole methodology. So other than the following is the actual code was written on converted into the application, where I did on uh, the code phase. So the following is the fourth phase is the integration and testing. On this phase, the code was compiled in previous phase was checked and debugged. If any error was spotted on the compilation process, it can be debugged in the process. So on this debug process, I did identify error and debug if any error persists. So the fifth phase is a deployment phase. And this phase is about the application where developed was uploaded to the servers and were ready to used by users and connect to the database. The last phase is a review. So this phase plays on once previous development phase was completed. So I did a review of my application which I have developed and gave it to users to use. If there are any changes, we update to the users once we have made the changes for future improvement, or I will change on that on the time. So the next, I would like to show the user interface testing. So in my development, so this is the user acceptance test. So the first, which is a creating for new user account. So the for the precondition, user must have use a valid email address and password. Then the condition is the user recorded and ADSQL and new user will be created. So the to test for the create the login or register, the user must have user have to input the user's email, user's name, user's contact number, user address, and user's password. So all this expected outcome as status as success. For the next is which are showing the main function of the booking barber shop service. So this outcome we can see in the table. So all the success have success. And then for the last, which is a search barber shop around the user locations. So the outcome of this user turns as all success when I'm doing a test on the user acceptance test. So this is my design which I have developed. The first screen is shows the first screen of SBA for user application. So it will show for the while user wants to try to log in, it will show for a few seconds. The second is the homepage of the small barber application. There's a main for function barbershop around me, search barbershops, bookings, and profile. So if the user do not have the account on this application, they usually have to register by enter email, enter name and contact and the address. Address is the main important in registering because through the address and then only can know the distance of the barbershop to the user's locations. So address is the main important in register. And then the first function is the barber shop around me. So in the barber shop around me, so you can see that there's a map. So when a user click to the maps icon to the enable Google Maps to find the barber shop based on user current location. So here the orange pin on the map to represent the barber shop, where to get the shop nearby shop and the user and show on the map with the location marker. If user click the click that on the pin from the map, it will open the profile of the barber shop. Moreover, the from profile user can navigate the user to use Google Map. However, from here, user able to view the distance between the user and barbershop on the map with the pin. That the pin, so the pin when we click to the pin, it will show the shop's name and then shop's description and then the kilometer from the the distance from the user location to the shops. So it's like the following, which is a detail of selected particular barber shop, and the when user click the particular barber shop, it will show the shop's details, the business hours and address, and from there's a navigate option, which means user can, when click the navigate, it will open to the Google Maps to show the directions. So the following is service offered by interface. So user can see what are the there's a lot of categories of the service provided. So user can choose the service according to their preference list, which is a shaving and card shaving according to them. Then once they selected the particular service, it shows the service name, service description, and the amount of the per service. So from each service, they can click the feedback option to know the service feedback which who made the customer previously. So the next page is showing the booking date and time was selected for the users according to their free time. So once user book the information, they will show the bookings will be pending until the barbershop accept the request. Or if they accept, it will show the accepted. For the next page, it is showing the customer feedback and rating. So user can see the feedback of the shop, or particularly can see the feedback of the particular service. So I have attached the both, which if user you can see that star ratings for ratings for the shops, and then the down part for the feedback of the particular shops. And then next is the search options. From here they can search the current barber shop. So this is a barber shop module application. The first screen shows the fresh screen of the barber shop. Second is a register and login page for barber shop. And here, as usual, the barber shop can register as a for who don't have the account. You have to create by entering email, name, contact number, and then shop name, description of the shop, and the business hours, and the address. So the main function in the register for the barber shop is there's a pin or the pin marker. So based on the pin marker, barber shop or shop owner need to set the shop location on the map by clicking the pin. So once the shop owner set the pin, it will register the shop location on the map. The next page is the homepage of barbershop. In homepage of barbershop, there's a three on, which is a booking request, my shop, and service. So the next is a booking request. So in the booking request, just now the user which you have sending for the request, it will show here the pending, and then once the shop owner accept, it will change to accepted, and then the booking list which have show the what are the service they choose, persons, date, and time. The next is service offered. So the plus button for the add the new service, and then the next is add service. At service, here the shop owner can add the pictures, service name, description, and price for the each service. In conclusion, so before conclusion, the feature improvement of this project is can implement or add the payment method through the e-wallet or boost wallet icon on the top of the corner. It will be navigate to the payment method. So it is known as a digital payment, which uses improvise the payment method to the barber shop. And second, can build the barber haircut cost in this application. From there, the new upcoming barbers can see the basic to professional barber cost from there. It's really helpful for the new barber shop. Third, which can create a portfolio of the barbershop to upload platform where the shop owner can upload the portfolio. So user can view the latest or new service available according to the shop by watching the video. So this is a feature improvement. So as an overall objective achievement of this project is achieved, and one need to keep analyze user specification and the user needs is for feature. So as the objective of this project, which is to review existing study on the manual workshop, and the specification of user client was achieved, and second, to develop and make sure to choose the workshop according to the nearest location, and online appointment was achieved, and the third is a test and evaluate the developed customer web application customer certification also is achieved. Conclusion. So the smart barber application was developed to facilitate for user which help to make an appointment or booking on the availability of haircut service. So with this use and implementation of this application, the process of barbershop and user become easier and more flexible as they can view the haircut service from anywhere at any time. So these application technology are seen to grow day by day, including in the barber field. So the achievement of overall have been fulfilled. The review of existing study on manual workshop identified the dissatisfaction of user. Even though it's a centralized app, it's allow a scalable change for future improvements and give big changes among the user and barbershop. That's all from me. Thank you.